So in the last video, we integrated the API, but we haven't done the mapping, okay? So in this video, we will try to finish this category page and also do the mapping and all, okay? And before I will start writing any code, please don't forget to subscribe the channel, like the video and share the video to your friend. It will highly motivate me to make more videos. So let's do the coding and start writing the code. So let's start writing a code. So the first thing we need to do is we need to map the data. Okay, so for that what we need to do, the data we are getting from the internet, we need to pass to our main category tile. For that what I will do, I will go here and take as a param, okay, I will create a final main category, that is a model class, okay, instance, okay, and we will take it as a param, as a required parameter, okay, this dot main category. After that we need to pass it from here, okay, so main category. And how we will pass it, we'll use this data and we are iterating over the index, so we have to pass the index. But if you see here, it will going to throw us an error because it's a null safety issue, because we are trying to asset this thing without having an undefined or null value. But if the super category is not defined, then it can be null, okay, because in a controller what we did, we specified this super category can be null property, okay. To remove this issue, what I need to do, I need to create a exact the same thing we did on a product detail page, like we created a list of product detail. Similarly we will do over here. I will use a main category model class over here, because super category by default using the main category, okay. So I will use this thing main category list, and now I'm initializing with the empty data, okay. And instead of having this, what I will do, I will just get the data from here, okay, and I will initialize it over here, okay. So now it is not null, our main category list is not null. Super category last time was a null value, but our main category list is not null, that's why it's an empty array. And if I will use it over here, instead of this whole thing, what I will do, I can simply remove all this null check and I can use simply main category list dot length, because I have initialized the main category list as an empty array. So initially it will going to be a zero length list, okay. And now I can pass it. If we will get data, then I will iterate over it by the index. So main category list is a list. If we get some kind of data, then we are iterating over the index. Now if I will go on a main category tile, then we have access of the each item of the main category. What I did in the last video, before the last video, I created a couple of data in main category. So right now you will find that I have 7 to 8 items in our category collection, okay. I use this post method to add 7 to 8 items on our database, okay. So here what we need to do, we will directly access it. We will directly access the name, okay. I had to remove the const. So we already know that main category have a property called name. So here you can see that we have name, description, image URL and background color, okay. So let me use a name. So if I will go here, all the name are replaced. Also instead of hard coding this color, we can use color. And main category also have a background color, if you remember, okay. And now it is giving us an error that this is a string and you are trying to access it as an int. So let's use int.parse and parse the background color. And if I will hit the save and if I will replace it, then you will find all the color are changed. And here we are getting one issue, that is overflow issue. For that, what we can do, let me go over there. Okay, first let's try to replace each and everything over here. Main category dot description. Even we have a description in a backend, so all the description are replaced. Anything else? Right now I haven't added a image in the background, so yeah, we will come to this part later. Okay, so everything is now replaced. That's great. Let's try to fix this issue, and for that what I will do, I will use it as a Eclipse. Okay, let me just do one quick thing. Let's add a const to remove the linting issue. Okay, so to fix that issue, what we need to do that, so we added overflow, and I guess we don't need it, but yeah, so we are inside a row just like we did for the column, that we were getting this and I mean this issue like earlier also. So we added that thing, I mean we wrapped that thing inside a flexible widget. Similarly, we had to do the same thing on a row. Actually the row got the whole width, the whole remaining width of the mobile. Okay, but these two children don't know that what will be their maximum width will be. So that's why I had to wrap this text and provide all the width available after using the icon. Okay, so now, okay, let's remove this. So I will explain it. So here, actually this is a large text. Okay, and we need to define the width of this text. So what this text will do, it will try to take all the width available. Okay, after taking the width by the icon, so icon will take their own width, and then all the remaining width will going to assign to this text widget. Okay, the same thing we did for the column. Okay, so now it is also fixed. And now let's go for the children part. In the children, as of now it is already hard coded, but I am passing some amount of data. So if you see in Postman, so this is the data we are stored in a database. So the first data is a name, I mean have a name, and this is the description. So you can see that. Let me just do one quick thing, put it over here. So this is a main and this is a description, and it have a subcategory. Okay, so the background color we already used, and it have a subcategory. So let's utilize that subcategory again. For that, what I will do, I will just need to use the subcategory. So we have a main category. Okay, main category dot subcategory. Okay, and here I will use map, and or we can use a list view, that's up to us, but I will going to use a map. And how map work you already know, and I will use toList. Okay, so if I will hit the save, and if I will extract this, then I will say many top where. Okay, similar thing what we did, that we pass our data from category to the main category tile. We need to do the same thing. We need to pass the subcategory data into the main category tile. Okay, so let me go over here and let's create a final subcategory. Okay, so this is our model class, right? So inside, let me just use this thing, then I will let you required this dot subcategory. If you remember, in the category we pass a main category data, and now we need to pass a subcategory from the main category widget. Okay, and here I will pass the subcategory instance. This is the item, each item we will get here, item to over there. Okay, and let's go on a sub main category tile, and here we are getting the each instance. Instead of hard coding it, let's replace it with the subcategory dot name, and I have to remove this cons. Let's put cons over here as of now. Hit the save. So you will find that the main category have a subcategory and it have multiple data. It have a top wear. After having a top wear, it have a footwear. It have a bottom wear. So each of the thing are mapped: top wear, footwear, bottom wear, teens, and all. Okay, we already had a discussion that suppose it will be a expandable or not. If it will be expandable, then it will be true. If it will not be expandable, then it will be false. So teens is a not expandable type of data. I mean type of widget. So for that I need to do something over here. Okay, so let's handle that thing also. For that what I will do, I'm going to create a variable called type of widget called text. Okay, so let's create a title widget, and why I'm creating this I will let you know. And the second thing will going to be again a widget. It will be a leading, and it will be the container which we have here. Okay, that's great. Now I have both those things. Okay, so if instead of using this text I can use a title directly, and instead of using this leading container over here I can use this. Okay, if I will hit the save, nothing will change, everything will work fine as expected. The next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to change this expansor tile into the normal tile based on the condition. So we are getting a subcategory, right? So suppose if the subcategory how is expanded is expandable true, then we will show this expansor tile. And if we don't have the expandable true, then we will going to show a normal list tile. Okay, so here we have the list tile, and the list tile and the expansion tile both have the title and leading property. So I can just copy and paste and hit the save. So now you can see that the teens is now converted to into the normal tile. Okay, and this is our expansion tile. So that's why what I did, I just created this two widget here, and I am using it both the places. Okay, so that's why I was doing the this thing. So now we are just added the feature that some tile can be a expansion tile and some tile can be a non-expansion tile. Okay, the next thing we need to do is we need to handle this this container, this children of the expansion tile, because in a subcategory also we have a leaf category. Just we did on the main category page that we are using this kind of scenario, we need to use same thing in our subcategory. So instead of hard coding the list, I'm going to do this thing that I will use a subcategory dot leaf category. I already explained that what I'm doing, and here we can use the last category. Okay, and I can just remove this whole thing. I'm doing the exact same thing as I did over there. Okay, so let's go on a last category, and in the last category let's create a final leaf category. We will take this leaf category from the subcategory. Okay, so leaf category, and let's use required this dot leaf category. So we will get the leaf category from the subcategory. Okay, so here instead of having this, let's use a leaf category. So we are passing to the leaf category and we are using as a list. So if I will expand here, then you will find that we have this many number of leaf category inside a top wear. So if I will go on a last category, and let's use the leaf category over here. Instead of hard coding the t-shirt, what I will do, I will just use leaf category dot name, because leaf category just have the name. Okay, so top wear have a t-shirt, casual shirt, formal shirt, and those things. Okay, if I will expand the footwear, then you will find casual shoes, formal shoes. So all the data are coming from the backend itself. Okay, so all these things are coming from the backend itself. If you see the first example, so first category is main, and in the main we have a subcategory top wear, and if we expand the tab top wear, then top wear have a leaf category t-shirt, casual shirt, formal shirt, sweatshirt, jacket, and sweater. Those are populating over here. Okay, which means everything is working fine now. Okay, and let's handle this linting issue. Oh, I can add a const to remove all the linting. Okay, const. So which means we have populated all the data. Okay, so if I will expand the women section also, then you will find western wear and all the relevant category inside the women section. Okay, so everything is working fine. Let's go on a main category first, and in the main category tile, let me increase the height to 150 or at least 130, so it will look like the Myntra, because it has some relevant height around 120 or 125 maybe. Okay, so yeah, that thing came. Just only one thing is left, is we need to do the styling part. Okay, and we need to change the image, and for that I need to gather some images from the internet to put over here. Okay, as of now images are hard coded in all over the places, so let me come back in the next video and let replace this all the images, the dummy images, to the actual images. So here I have hard coded the image from the asset part. Let's put this thing in a backend just like we did for the product detail page. We will going to create a new folder inside the static folder of the backend, and we will put all the images over there related to the category page. Okay, in that postman you will find that I have provided a image URL like main jpg and topware.jpg for each and every tile. So suppose it's a main, so it have an image corresponding to it called main jpg. If I will expand here, this image of the top wear will be mapped to the topware.jpg. Okay, so similarly each and every uh, tile where we have image have some certain name of the image. Okay, so we have to put the same thing in a backend. So let's do it in the next video.